Hello, I'm here today to go over a protocol just to be advised to anyone who wants to start a push-up challenge. I recently myself started a Mission 22 online challenge. It's a Facebook group that I was invited to, and it's 2,200 push-ups, and it's supposed to be spread over a certain number of days in a planned, organized fashion, and you can track and chart your push-ups, and it's a unique URL created to sponsor your own fundraiser. Unfortunately, my living here, Facebook wouldn't allow me to create a fundraiser, but I'd advise anybody to look in the link in the description down below to either sign up to create your own fundraiser and start it yourself, or to just go to the page if you see this video and you want to donate to veterans in crises, particularly for suicide prevention. Please visit the Mission 22 page and see if you can directly donate there. I myself planned out 22 days consecutive of 110 push-ups. I know that this format probably won't be the best for everyone, seeing as if you're looking to do a strict push-up, you might only be able to get about 1 or 2 reps in before you really get fatigued. But if you want to break it down however you want, say you want to do the easiest form of push-up on a wall, or a push-up from the floor where you're kneeling, that's fine too. I believe anything is acceptable form-wise as long as it's actually considered a push-up. So your form doesn't have to be perfect, but to prevent injury, I would suggest going with what might be easiest for you to get the maximum volume of repetitions, or the maximum number of repetitions or sets per day, to try and really cut into that number. Because if you're only doing 1 or 2 each set, and then you're getting fatigued, you can spread it out through the whole day and maybe get 22 a day or 44 a day, but then you'll be extending out for a much longer time period. So I suggest to go with what you could do, a high number of repetitions with, or a muscular endurance push-up, as opposed to if you can really only do a few push-ups, that's getting into more of strength and power building territory, and push-up is not really designed that way. It's designed as a muscular endurance exercise. So figure you want to break it down, go with the kneeling push-up, go with a wall push-up, go with push-up on an elevated surface like a bench or 2 chairs or something like that, just to get more repetitions in. I wanted to address I don't think people should be going into these things cold, especially if they haven't been exercising for a long period of time, and I also don't think that push-up alone is a good balanced exercise to be doing for yourself, because it's all a pushing motion. So you'll be involving those muscles in the chest group and the anterior deltoid and the tricep mostly for all your work. The eccentric component lowering, and also concentric pushing out. There's probably a little bit of control going on in the lats, but not much strength building. And then there's a lot of stabilization through your entire trunk, and your legs are forced to really make you stable in a push-up. But other than that, you're not doing too much with your legs. maybe your calves going into slight pointing, flexing of the toes as you push up, and just a lot of quads staying straight, maintaining a straight knee. So on the other side of the coin, I think you want to balance out your push-ups with a row. So what I've been doing is using TRX here. Right, and just doing a row with the TRX. You could do it in multiple ways. I suggest looking up TRX row if you have a TRX online, or going through the manual that came with your TRX or suspension trainer setup, or just looking up on YouTube, and that would be a good way to balance it out. I've also been doing some climbing recently, so I've been going to the local climbing gym to do some indoor climbing, and that's a good way to balance it out if you're doing a heavy push day, all these push-ups. And then also some pull-ups. I've been doing some pull-ups. So if you have a pull-up bar, you could be doing some pull-ups as well. And there are a variety of other pull exercises and strength pull exercises, but I feel that the body weight pull exercises are the best to counteract push-up action with. Okay, so I usually use a roll of toilet paper on the floor for my first set, and I'm about 60. But I think today, to keep it well-rounded, I would just go chest to the floor. With push-ups, you wouldn't want to go chest to the floor if you couldn't get your shoulders pinched back together, right? So if you can't stand next to a pole surface and round your shoulders over it, you probably shouldn't be going all to the way to the floor, just because you might create damage in your shoulders. Also, you're going to want to warm up the shoulder joint. So for that, I have a few specific warm-up exercises. One is going to be your shoulder circles. So I usually start small, get bigger on each rotation until they're as big as they can go, and I'm raising my shoulders up high at the top peak of the circle, and then getting smaller again. And then I'll reverse direction. Big, small is big, and big. Down to small. And then I'll just do like a lazy crossover. Cross the arms in front, cross the arms overhead. And cross the arms over here and back. And I'll do arm swings. Alternating arm swings. And arms crossing in front. and shoulder rolls. Fingertips at the tops of the shoulders, right about where the outer portion of your clavicle or collarbone meets your shoulder joint. Pushing down into the shoulder joint area there. Bringing the arms down to the sides tight, and then rotating in so the elbows touch. Reaching up high, and reaching back around. Big circles here. And back in the other direction. Okay, so today I'm just going to demo 25 push-ups and then 25 rows. You could do this back and forth. That way you're going to be balancing out the push musculature with the pull musculature, right? Or your rhomboids, middle trap, and your rear delt, and biceps and forearm flexor group, as well as your lats. Okay, that's for push-ups. Now for the rows. We're going to grab the TRX handles. Easiest row, and the one most like a push-up, would be heels and toes. Heels planted in the floor, toes up towards your shins. Extending the arms all the way back, straight back. Chin up. Drawing the shoulders back and then pulling. For me, these are a little less difficult than what I'd really like to have a set of 25. So use a little bit more leverage body weight, bend my knees, bring my hips into a bridge. And once again, just hold the handles like I'm in a skiing position, water skiing. And pull in, shoulders back. Rotate the palms in towards me and draw my elbows close to my sides. So for that one, rotate the palms in, elbows close to my sides. Alright, that's it for today. Follow along future videos. I will try to highlight different ways to do a push-up, so you don't get bored if you're doing one of these long challenges. And also applying different ways to counteract that pushing motion and push-up. Take care, guys.